Hello. Good morning. Welcome to this special edition of Wake Up Nigeria on Srtv. My name is Daddy Chris, and I'm reaching you from London. As usual, my team will be joining me from around the world. I know Mary is ready from Abuja, and we have a special guest as well. We'll be talking to you. Of course, we'll be reviewing the newspapers. I will be personally sharing some thoughts with you. Today, in all my shows, I try to go spiritual and I make it real. Sometimes we talk about things or we talk about God as if God is not real. That's only when you talk God spiritual, but God is real. And so many ways he has manifested that. And I am here to talk about the very, very difficult issue today, which many of you will look at in fact, I went online, and what I'm going to talk about today, I went online and I see all the emotional talks about it. But perhaps at the end of this show, you will begin to think differently. And that's where we are. The topic for today is a very, very difficult one, but rather very interesting for me. I call it imitation and jealousy. Yes, imitation and jealousy. And I'm going to use that thing to drive a very strong narrative today. And the narrative being, how do you jealous somebody? How do you imitate somebody? Is it for good or bad? That's what we're going to look at today. But as usual, my people are here. Mary is already here. So I'm going to bring Mary quickly on the show. Mary, let's hear from Mary, because those people in Abuja, they have a way of doing things. Mary, how are you?
I'm fine. Good morning, Daddy Chris.
Morning. We're here. We're coping. Nigeria Week is around the corner, so we're all running up and down to see that Srtv is alive. What are you people doing in Abuja? We hardly hear anything from you guys. People are slow. What's going on? I have to accuse you on the national television.
We are not slow. Our minister is doing a lot. Although you said that one is not work. When everybody's trying to fix roads, you don't see that as an achievement, because it's the normal thing they do. And the minister of Abuja is trying to fix roads in the places that we don't have a proper road here in Abuja. I think that's one of the things he's trying to do. But when it comes to security, I would say they're not doing much. They're not doing enough in Abuja, because the level of insecurity in Abuja is still, on another note, it's been disturbing, it's been alarming. But these people invade Abuja cities and do a whole lot of evil. So, but as regards trying to develop the city more and more, let's applaud Wike for that. He's doing his best.
All right. So we assume that Wike is working.
Yes.
And the usual work in Nigeria. Yes, thank you very much. So when anybody that can construct road is working, and that is the destiny. Maybe that is the DNA, and we need to change that. And maybe this topic of today will help us to take a look at that. I intentionally pick on the topic jealousy so that we can look at it. Funny enough, Mary, I would like to play with this topic in my own way, and it's going to be funny how I intend to approach it. So this is what I saw. When I look at the word jealousy and envy, this is what I saw online, and it's quite annoying that jealousy means an apprehensive, a vengeful act of fear of being overtaken. That's understandable. And envy means the feeling of wanting what somebody else wants or what somebody else has. That's quite interesting. But that's one way to look at it. But perhaps today I want us to look at a rather different word, Mary. I want us to look at not jealousy, not envy, but imitation. And that is why I'm here. This is, Mary, look at this. Look at this. This is a daughter imitating the father.
Wow.
You understand?
Yeah, that is what you call healthy imitation.
It's not, there's nothing healthy unhealthy about it. Imitation is a beautiful thing.
So what will you now say competition is? What will you now say competition is if you think there's nothing like unhealthy in competing?
No, it's nothing there. There is not imitation anymore. That becomes jealousy.
Okay.
When you try to be like somebody, it's a good thing because there's something good about that person that you want to be like. You don't want to be like somebody who is not great. There must be something you're looking for. So maybe I see something, I see some attitude in you. I want to imitate you. Imitation is a good thing. Jealousy on the other hand is the evil. That's why those people that's why I look at the word jealousy, I look at the word envy. Those are demonic things. But when you look at imitation, it's a beautiful thing. I see something good in you and I want to be like you. I don't see anything wrong with that. And today, that's what we're going to do. Yesterday, I said something very, very deep. I said, the proof to getting things done have been revealed. And I'm going to start with individual. I'm going to come before I come to the government. Individually, Mary, the 90% of the reason why we don't succeed in life is because we want to prove stubborn. We don't want to imitate good things. I'm putting it this way. You see, why do you want to do something different if you know that this is the right way? Yesterday, I said something. Mathematically, 1 + 1 is equal to 2. Now you want to prove, God has revealed it to somebody, he has shown us, and it is working. Anyway, when you choose not to take 1 + 1 to be 2, meaning you want to invent something new, and it's always a hard one. There are some cases 1 + 1 will not be 2. They will say 1 + 1 is 2 if and only if everything is this. We got that. So I'm going to bring that into our life today, Mary. 1 + 1 is 2. It's the fact. We know it. Why look for something new? Now, in my life and your life, Mary, there are so many people you must see and say, this person, that person is doing well. I'd like to be like that person. Is that a bad thing? Is that a bad thing?
It's not.
No. So the reason we study some courses, let me say this is what we do every day in our life. Our parents send us to school. Then when we want to go to school, it does say, if you don't want to be a lawyer, an accountant, or an engineer, not come near my parents or a doctor. Because who are you? You are nobody.
All the parents as well.
Oh, okay. That was because they saw something good. It's not their fault. They are trying, they don't know that they are imitating something great because they've seen something great in medical doctors, see something great in lawyers, something great in accountants, something great in engineers. It's not a bad thing. They are trying to make you be like. So what I call imitation is to be like. Even you, Mary, look at the makeup you put on today. I'm sure you see somebody and say, that person is my role model. I like the way this person uses wet lips. You didn't wake up in the first day and you start using wet lips. This is your thing you take, pet your mouth. You saw it and you like it and you said, I'm going to do it. That is life.
But that's life for you.
It's a good thing. Now, we are lucky today that most of the model to live a good life, Mary, is no more secret. It's out there. You don't need to work for it. You don't need to pay for it. You have seen people, Mary, there's something I was saying. When it comes to counseling, you go to school and they cancel you. I go back to that. You understand? And I was talking to somebody today. She already had a first degree in international relations. And she said she want to go back and study medicine because medicine will bring her to the UK. And I was smiling. Or somebody in the medical profession can easily get visa to America or the UK. And I was just smiling. You know the question I asked her? How long will it take you to get medical degree? He said another 5 years.
That's it.
Plus internship, plus everything. You're looking at 7 years. And I said, if you do masters now, it will be 1 year. You get masters in international relations. And you do another 3 years, you become a PhD holder, a doctorate in that field. You become an authority in international relations. So you think a medical doctor is better than somebody with an authority in international relationship. That is the stupidity of our time. But again, it's a personal decision, Mary. Now,
it's not everybody that knows much or the importance of international relations. You get?
Yes.
People don't know much about it, so they believe
which is okay. Yes, everybody know medical doctors, which is nice. And I'm laughing and I was smiling and I said, listen, but I can assure you that if you have a doctorate degree, you have a more faster chance of coming to the UK than when you become a medical doctor. They don't understand. You see, you're going back instead of going forward. Most of my friends, they read education, and in those days, teachers don't have good job, maybe. Let me explain this to you. This is very funny. Many of you can relate to what I'm saying. Teachers don't have good job. They don't get well paid. So when they have first degrees in teaching, they go back and they want to spend another 4 years to do another thing. And I say to them, oh man, are you not stupid? If you spend 1 more year, you get master's degree in education, in whatever you study. And you spend another 3 years, you have 4 years, you have another 4 years to become a PhD holder. You end up becoming head of department. Now you're going back to go and study maybe another course, maybe account, that you will come back and not even have a job. Who is an accountant and somebody have a PhD degree? I'm talking about IMMITATION. The formulas are there. My own of it may not be correct. Your own may not be correct, but we have to agree today that IMMITATION is a good thing. And we imitate every day in our lives. The reason I'm saying this is we in Africa, or perhaps Nigeria, we are very lucky. We are lucky in the sense that some of the system of governance are already there. They have worked. There are some of them we don't agree with. We don't need to copy all, but we know that 1 + 1 is 2. It has worked for many people. And you know the funniest thing? Nigeria only imitates the bad things. They don't imitate the good things. You know who taught us how to get 10%? Any contract you sign today, 10% are for the budget. I be the budget when government they collect in those days. You understand? So if they give you a contract of 1 million, you know, say they own 100,000. It's an acceptable thing. It's done here in Europe. In fact, American system recognize lobbying, meaning you don't have to get it by merit. You push so that the people will favor you, and you take it home. That is lobbying. It's not necessarily a good thing. It doesn't mean that the best will get it, but you lobby to get it for yourself. That's lobbying. But it's an acceptable process in the law. So what I'm saying is, not everything these people practice here has worked or is great because they are not God. But they have some proven formulas. These last 2 days, not even a week ago or 2 weeks ago, you heard that former American President Donald Trump has gone to trial and he has been sentenced. So it's likely going to, in fact, they find him guilty, so they might sentence him. And
so how come he's coming out again to contest for another?
That's a good question, Mary. There are two things to see there. There are two things to see there, Mary. Do you begin to wonder, are these people system really, are they really proof? Are they perfect? The answer is no. Yes, but there's something good about it, Mary. The fact that a former American president could be tried openly and somebody was able to say you are guilty.
It's proof.
Your chief judge in Nigeria cannot tell Tinubu anything. The judge is appointed by the American president in America, so it's no different. Not saying nobody will appoint them. No, it is the president that appoints chief judges. The chief justice of information are appointment of the president. They are the one that does that. But guess what? One of them, a lower judge, was able to say, the offense before me, sir, you are guilty of it. How about that? That is a system that has worked. And it's a system we should emulate. It's a system we should imitate. It's not a system to jealous. Because meaning there is rule of law. I was saying yesterday that people don't understand democracy. I don't understand what is democracy. The one people talking about. Is it when they vote every 4 years? Is that what is democracy? For me, that is not it. A king that is ruling over a society and is ruling well, according to the will of the people, is democratic. As long as the people agree, the majority agree that this is the way we want to go, Who said it's not democracy? Now, Mary, the thing I don't understand is if we go for election today, the people that voted, even no, Tinubu won without even my vote. All right? People will win the election. Not the majority. Is who that is the person that won. Not everybody wants it so. I'm saying that if my kingdom or if my society, if my nation say we want this man to be king, and the majority said so, we are living in a democratic state. They don't have to be there. They go bring one parliament system of government or one presidential system of government. And the good thing, what I vindicate my case here is America and Britain, which we all imitate, they don't practice the same system of government, but they practicing democracy. And they tell us it's the periodic election. No, that is not the periodic election. What is really about these two guys that we should imitate is they have rule of law. If you misbehave, you see what we did to our prime minister? Maybe why is your system frozen? Maybe you should go and check it up and come back. All right? You are frozen. Anyway, we cannot be living with a woman that we don't see. So we'll just remove her quickly. People, I am trying to say something very deep. Now, when we talk of democracy, democracy is not these periodic elections. Because they don't vote. In fact, and it's not the same. America, every 4 years you vote. That's what Nigeria is copying. Every 4 years you vote to get somebody to change. In the UK, our prime minister is actually every 5 years. And now that is one thing. Very beautiful. So it's good. So the prime minister can actually call election any day. But the management tenure is 5 years. And in the UK, we have a king and a prime minister. You see the difference? We have a king. The king is our ceremonial president. And we have a prime minister who is the executive person that runs the affairs of the state. Is the most powerful one, really. That is after revolution. Go and look at the history of the British. But this is their system here. So in America, they vote for a president and they vote for governors and they vote for people to go to the House of Reps. So it's a complete system of government. It doesn't work. That's how it works for them. They are not blaming each other. They are not saying they don't have democracy because this one is passing presidential and this one is passing the parliamentary system of government. It has not changed anything. What they have in common is respect for the law. An American president could be tried. A prime minister, which we have seen in our time now, American president has been found guilty. Former. Today, our prime minister, Boris Johnson, you saw how they humiliate the guy out of office. For just dancing, Nigerian president has still money. They don't even do them anything. But this one for just dancing. During COVID, they say you must go. He has gone. That is respect for the law. And sometimes they tell us, oh, your king system of government is barbaric. England, they have a king. I live here. We have a king. Go to Buckingham Palace. We have a king there now. So if they tell you your king is barbaric, ask yourself. So what I'm trying to get today is the act of imitating good things. And I want to do business today. I remember before my father started one business. I want to tell the story before I come back to this. No, maybe if you're not ready yet, I'll put you when you're ready. All right. I'm going to tell you a story that happened to my dad. Before the man, he was the first to bring in this. In the village. These people, they do palm work and they make palm oil, and he used to mash with his leg. At the point in time, the man got some money and he wanted to move forward. So he bought the machine, the mill, we call it the mill, to make this thing. So at the end, he started producing quantity. And all of you that knows me, they know how my father started this kind of business at our river by the village market. That's where my father started this business. Before he started, I remember the man took me on this machine. They call it the Vespa of those days. Drove to a village in Olugbo. After Olugbo, one Benin man, the man was already doing this business. He went there. My father was asking the man how he's doing it, what he does. So the man told him, was educating my dad how the difficult it is, the good thing about it, the profit margin, and the things you must do. In fact, the technology there, and the drums, because there were no drums that were big enough, so there was a way we created the drums from. In fact, it was amazing. That was how the man started. What did my father say to me? He speak one Yoruba for me. Anali Umafi. That is, you imitate to become rich. I never forget that. Really, you should be back now. Why are you blank? Okay, now you're good. Okay. I was wondering why it is blank. Can you, Mary, we cannot see you. Say something. Let us know why you are with us.
Are you see me? If it continues, let me know if I will off my router and on.
Yes, your router needs to be worked on because we can't see your mouth moving. Sometimes you are just there. How can beautiful Mary be just there like a dummy? Work on it.
The same?
Yes. Okay. Go and sort it out and come back. All right, people. What I'm saying is there is power and there is good thing. In fact, it's a good thing to imitate. But imitate, it's up to you. Wake up this morning, what kind of imitation do you want to make? Do you want to imitate those committing crime or you want to imitate those who are doing great? Imitation brought me to school. Imitation because I want to be like those who are already successful scholars. That's why I choose to go and study. I am doing this today because maybe somebody I saw unknown to me is in the media and I want to be like him. I'm here. So you imitate. Imitate is a good thing. Now, my question is, why is our government not imitating good things as has happened in our time? Now, let me say this. It was in this my time, not 100 years ago. In these few years, I'm on earth for 50-something years now. And I can tell you, I started to know what is happening around me from 18 to be conscious. And from that time, I've seen China, who they go China before, change their destiny from poverty into the biggest economy. They know now, they've taken over America. The reason I can say that is the iPhone you're using is not currently made in China. That's where they put it together. How African leaders, they are now all over the places. They come to you, they give you a lot of things. Now, many of you are learning to speak Chinese. It's a good thing. I am not saying it's a bad thing. You're going to learn to speak. The only reason we're speaking English is because the English people came, they taught us, they colonized us. Today we're speaking English. You think tomorrow, if Chinese people, now that they are coming, they come with their language, you're going to speak Chinese. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just a food of thought. So we couldn't, or Nigeria, my people, we are not imitating China. The question we should be asking, how did China get here in this short period of time? What did they do right? And what did they do wrong? So we don't make the same mistake they made. You see, the only reason I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. I don't want my children to make the same mistake. So I'm guiding them not to make that mistake which I made. I made my life where it is now. I am suffering in some extent. And I said, God, if I can turn the hand of clock, now I cannot turn it. I don't want my children to make through that. When I see my son, for instance, with a lot of women, you see the slap they get here. I said, kids, it is this thing that brought me where I am. One woman is enough. In fact, you don't even need them. Sorry, women. I'm just saying from my experience. That's how I teach my kids. And they said they want to marry a particular thing. I've said, no, this is my experience. I'm not saying you cannot do it because I am not your friend. I could be friendly to my kids, but I'm not their friends. I am their parents. So I play my role as a parent. I don't play my role as a friend. When I talk to my kids, I'm not their friend. Sometimes they say, I want to be friends with my kids. I'm not your friend, though. I could be friendly. I am friendly with them, but I'm not their friend. We're not going to talk as mates. I'm going to talk to you from the position of authority that I'm your parent, and I'm going to tell you what is right because I have gone through it. The reason I can stand and say it because I have the authority. The authority comes from my experience. Yesterday, I gave an instance that in the UK, there's a way laws are made. When judgment is passed, that judgment becomes an authority that they will use as a reference in future cases. So today they say, Mary, are you there? Let me bring Mary back now. Mary is looking, she's shining. It's good to spice Mary. So spice the show up with a beautiful face. Now we can see your face, Mary. Hey, now you can smile. Aha. You see, Mary, if I have quarrel with you today, wait now.
I think it's better, right?
Yeah, it's better. You're looking good now. You're shining now. The audience is happier. So if me and you quarrel today and we fight over money. People, we don't normally fight over money. All right, let's say it this way. If you're my wife and we're fighting in the bedroom, and the case is brought to the parlor and our elders decide on it, those are listening. Even our children that might listen, they will say, when our parents fought in those days, this was how our grandfather decided the case. It become an authority, Mary. We have learned from that, because parents have experiences. They use that. Because our grandfather will decide it for the good, and he will use his experience to tell son, this is not how you do things. There's something my father said to me every day that makes me to cool myself down when I think I am great. You know what my father said to me, Mary? Listen to this. And I want you to learn from this. This is my father's language. Can you hear me, Mary?
Yes, Daddy, please, I can hear you.
So this is what my father said. He said, if you go with one woman, you say it's not good. You take another one, it's not good. You take the third one, you say it's not good. Then you are not good. Okay? You do one thing, you say it's not good. The same woman, oh, Mary, you get another one boyfriend, say that boy not good. You leave her. You take another boy, say, that one not good at all. You go take the third one, hey, that one, hey, you're not good. You know why he said it to me? He was teaching me something, you understand, as a parent, that listen, this is, you know what, he went further and said, if your baby poo on your hands, do you throw the baby away?
No.
You still patiently clean her ass, you hug her, you understand, and tell her it's okay. He said, it's that patient you need if you really want to be married. What a lesson. Till today, because I didn't follow that, that is why so many things happen to me. There will be no woman that will be great. All of una get una wahala, una carry her for body. You understand?
Yeah,
if you want to marry,
that if you just accept your own Panadol and be drinking it calmly,
yes.
You understand? It's gonna happen.
Agree. Okay, cost me. You help me, king. But what I'm saying is, what my father said, I agree with him. You need patience. That's the language the man was saying. What I'm saying is that become a lesson that we should be using in our lives. And it's a model that works. If you remain patient in your marriage and you try to accept your wife as your sister, as your son, or your baby that pull on you and you begin to clean, you have a marriage. But those of you that say, the girl don't misbehave, my wife don't misbehave, I don't leave her. You go stay like you, at 57, you not get wife. Now you go know. At the end, now you know. So what I'm saying is, these are proven facts that should be followed in our relationship, in our businesses. Let me say this now. Let's go to the business. This is where I'm coming on, because I know how they talk too much. Now let's come to where I really want to talk, in business.
Okay.
Igbo people. Sorry, Mary. Igbo people.
Thank God you're telling me sorry, because I don't know what Igbo people did to you now.
No, wait now.
I'm coming this live show. Eh?
Yes.
Don't brag us here.
No, Mary, if Igbo man go, he learn how to sell biscuits. He will take his younger ones or brothers or other people from his community. They will come and learn with him. They will serve him, Mary.
They call them boy. They learn boy. They don't go to school.
Good. But they will learn that skill for how many years? Maybe 4, 5 years, and they will be set up.
So I'm 7.
Good. Now, you see the word you use, they don't go to school. See? But Mary, what they went through is a bigger school than the university will ever teach you. And CNN has shown to us that the highest incubators of successful small businesses around the world today is that Igbo apprenticeship system. You know how many billionaires have been produced with that system?
That's true.
How many billionaires the Igbo apprentice system has produced? Have we as a people even take it down as a model to be improved upon? Listen, this is what we inherited from our people. We can make it better, Mary. We can improve on it if that becomes our priority. The people that started, this is not how they started, though. You understand? Now, look at what the Igbo boys are doing in Alaba International Market. Sorry, if you think that they are still where they are. Now, an Igbo man today has known that he's going to go to China and turn the generator and make generator in his brand. So I was in Alaba Market. I'm talking 2018, 2019. They have generator made in their names. The mobile phone, the Igbo man doesn't have his own brand. We are joking. Before, it's when they just buy your things and sell it. They now want the thing to be made in their name. That is an improvement in what they do. So the person learning from them is going to learn that trick, Mary. So the system is not stagnant.
At all.
And maybe when I learn from my boss, I'm going to add some innovation to it, which the next person coming from me will learn. Mary, that is an act of imitating. You imitate your boss. You learn by imitation, like the story we saw here. The question I ask is, any other tribe that choose not to imitate that system is a failure. It's a shame in Nigerian system. Because we have it, it's proven. The whole of Africa should be practicing it. That's what I say. It's not me that said it to a CNN that it's not. CNN went and they did the research and they found the truth. It's CNN coming to discover what we have. God will do it to help them. Let me tell you one thing, Mary. The Indians, I'm going to use the word. I'm on an international platform. I should be careful some of the things I say. They are controlling UK already. We found that our former prime minister is an Indian man. They own wealth in the United Kingdom. If you come here today, sorry, I'm going to say this, some people will kill me. The Indians, they are the accountant. Yeah? They are the doctors. You see all the GPs you see, most of the GPs.
In UK? Wow.
In London today, where we are in the UK, they are Indian people. You understand? If you say, where's my accountant? Na Indian man. Your lawyers. In fact, all the people I'm working with now in the law firm, they are all, few of them are black people, all Indians. You know what they did? Now, this is what they're doing. They, oh no. If your person is not good, not shame, they do you. What they're not doing is, they're not good in IT. That's what India did. They've learned IT, and now they're carrying all the job from here to India. They bring a lot of them here to come and take over the job. If you see a filling station today, who get the filling station? An Indian man. Who they work there? An Indian people. Now you they go put before, they know you. So they bring their people from home to come and work there. And they make the money, and so they have their community. Where is our own? It's a Pakistani shop that sells your hair cream in London. Pakistani. So the Igbo apprentice system did not extend to the UK. We did not practice it to the UK. Because we said that the Igbo people. Yoruba man not practice that. Igbo man not practice that. Hausa man not practice that for London. Whereas now we get the system for Homo. I'm saying that the Indians will now buy a filling station here. Bring their people to run it. That one will make money, will go and open it own. So that when they improve, they go. As at the time, the Indians and the people from Jamaica, they came to this country at the same time. When they were going to school, our brothers, they bumbo clad. No verse, my guy. No verse. You understand? It's not good. Today we are where we are. We need to deal with this fact. In my show, when I talk about in the UK, I'll be addressing this in detail. But what I want to do today is talk about how business model that has worked should be employed in everything we do. We must not follow only the Igbo, but we need to follow the good ones that has worked, Mary. We have some that work, which is the Igbo own. Even if you study in school, Mary, some of the things they teach you, the theory they teach you in school, they are working. That's why they teach you in school, Mary.
That's true.
When you go and study journalism, they say you must do this, you must do that. Don't face the camera, look at the camera. Don't be shy, don't be this, be courageous, smile, dress well. These are models that has worked, otherwise nobody will watch your show. If you come now, looking and say, we can't get person with this, I will make it up. You understand? So these are things you are taught. And there are models that have worked. We don't need to reinvent it. Why are we not employing it in governance? That is where I am. Tinubu became president. Not verse I talked about yesterday. The first thing he saw was to become Minister of Petroleum. I'm not saying it's not good to be innovative, but Tinubu, the order of your president that I see, is that where they make money? Have you asked yourself, President Tinubu, how American government is generating money? Have you asked yourself how British government is generating money? Have you asked yourself how China managed to take the whole business in America now happening in China? Have you asked yourself all this and say, now that I'm a president, I'm going to imitate. This is the language I'm using, Mary. I'm going to imitate these great things that has happened around the world. Oh, look at what's happened in America. They were able to try their president. We're going to try our own. Maybe that is the solution to our corruption. If we begin to try our president, there will be no corruption in Nigeria. Maybe that is the way to go. Have your president actually studied Oh, there's something that I don't like this guy. Your you know, I'm not the one of your fan of your pastor, but there's something he said, and I agree.
Is there any pastor you like?
No, yes, maybe I agree with.
You have one that one I say this one is different. I like this one. You don't like any pastor like this.
No, this one is the Port Harcourt guy. I'm beginning to like him more. Where's his name?
Who is that? Is it David Ibiome?
No, there's a guy in Port Harcourt. This one that is giving everybody problem. He's telling them about tithe. Oh, dummy! I'll bring his name. If you don't know him, you make a mistake, man. He's the only one. I'm beginning to like him. I listen to him now because he's shaming all the pastors, telling them how stupid. Somebody tell you that did Jesus Christ make anybody rich while he was on earth? Going to God, going to church, is it about being rich? These things you guys are preaching. How many people did Jesus Christ make rich when he was here? Money is not with God. Anyway, we'll come to that. I'm gonna come to that spiritual aspect of it tomorrow. But today, let me not deviate from where I am. You see, there's something Oyedepo said. He said before he started the church, he went and he studied how people that have successful churches, he studied their model. When he came, that's how he said he will only be surprised if his church is not as big as it is today. And I was clapping for the guy. I'm not jealousy. I just want him to preach that to his audience. And he said something, Mary, please listen to me, that before he started to school, he went to study the model of Cambridge University. So that when he starts his own university, it's going to be the best. Today is the best in Nigeria. What did he do? He did go and study. He did go and invent it. The model is already there. It's working. Bring it. Take it. In fact, we are lucky in Africa because they are models. The knowledge has been revealed to mankind. And then sometimes, I keep telling you yesterday and I say it today again. God created us to create. I said it on one show, right? That the primary, on Genesis 2:15, if somebody asks you, why are you on earth? Open that place for them. And God put man in the garden and said, till the land. When he said, make the land, grow the land. We have done our part too. God, you know what God do? God creates something called a bed. Now the God creation. You know what he will do? We created an aeroplane. God created when they fly. We created an aeroplane when they fly. Because we are imitating God.
That's true.
God wants us to imitate him. Mary, look at the light we are using today. It was night, it's day now, because God light don't come. Now make day come. That day don't enter my room. It's not enough for me to do what.
We have another light that we use in the house.
Thank you. See the light not there enough for me for my room. That God light, you not go fit do what I want now. For me to do what I want, I don't get electricity. So human being need to create from imitating what God has done. The question I asked President Tinubu, Baba, what have you imitated that has improved our life? Or what problem do you have today that the rest of the world has not had? The question, how do they solve it? Anybody go poor past China before? Maybe they don't born you yesterday. You still say you be gay now, you be shy. But before the time I was growing up, China not be where they go. Today, our people, they learn to speak China. They learn Chinese. Even they don't give our women belly, kill one of our daughter before they run away.
But knowing how to speak Chinese is a big job on its own, that Chris. A lot of young people are making money from it. I'm serious.
I never speak Igbo. I never learned to speak Igbo. I don't date plenty Igbo girls. I don't marry one. But I never speak Igbo.
We have a lot of Nigerians today that the only thing they do is they are going to learn how to speak Chinese because of the money that people that learned it are making already. Because there are these China billionaires, these China rich people that come to Nigeria and they are staying for maybe a very long time. They don't even know come. They want to go and buy something in the supermarket. They don't even know how to say, I want to buy something. Then when they employ you, maybe as a young girl, as a young boy, you are the one that will be taking them around anywhere they want to go to and be communicating with the people. He speaks Chinese to you. You communicate with the people. And if I tell you how much this will make, I have somebody I know, like 2 people now. The list of each of them, That's one of them is even collecting now. It's like 300K. That is one that just started new. But now, a lot of them are making monies. Then in their companies, when they go to do all those things that they're trying to do, maybe trying to look for stones from the ground, all those kind of natural resources. You just know how to craft these things and make a whole lot of money from them. They employ a lot of our Nigerians that can speak China here in Nigeria, and they're making money from it.
So you see now, Mary. Now, where my pain is I have nothing against Chinese. They can go anywhere because they can do their exploit. Because I know that my children are going to do exploit one day. And the only way my children can do exploit, if I can change their mentality from the way we are now into that greatness. The question is, how do the Chinese people get to where they are now? That they're not coming to employ us at home. The people that don't have food to eat before are now employing us in our home. Now, it's one thing, it's good to imitate them. It's good to jealous them. You don't need to jealous them. You need to imitate them. What have they done right? Mary, I said now, the iPhone you're using today, that iPhone, it's not, go and look at it. If you look at it, where it's made in China. Go and look. It's an American product. Now made in China. How did the Chinese people manage to get there? That should be the question of the day. Not to, so we need to imitate what the Chinese did quick. If we wait, maybe Mary, if we want to start, if Nigeria want to start to invent mobile phone, are we not stupid? Do we need to invent mobile phone? We need to copy mobile phone and make our own out of it. The technology of making mobile phone is already there. You just need to make it and give it another name.
You can't invent it again. Even if you invent, they will not believe that you invented it.
They don't even invent it. That would be stupidity. You understand? They don't make cars. Listen, German get their own car. America get their own car, Ford. German, they do Mercedes and BM. Sweden, they do Volvo. They are different names, but the same pattern, the same technology. So I'm saying we need, if we want to make car in Nigeria, we go and steal the technology or we imitate the technology and make our own. That is how country move forward. I am calling on us to imitate. Because the technology, we are lucky the technology is on earth. How to make an aeroplane not fly again, no Mary. The technology, that, in fact, people, I did a little bit of engineering. They do engineering drawings, so you can read the map, the engineering, the drawings, and tell people and produce a car from just the drawing. You don't have a job to do anymore. So imitation, I am saying, is the best thing you can do, my people. And I use this image of this father and daughter. She's learning fast because she's imitating the father. That is what we should be doing. And perhaps President Tinubu, American president, is like this father, and you are like this girl because you are inferior to him. You know, when you sit down with him, you sit inferior. You don't know who you are. So accept this position and learn from him. I'm not saying you should copy everything is that, but the good things, would it be so bad if you go to America and still how to do Ford? And we come and we do Niger as the name of our car, NIJA. That is the Niger brand. Will it be so bad? Even to buy and brand it, airplane, to buy a brand airplane and make it your own, will not do. We should learn, President, how China became the world economy, the world #1 economy today. That is something which you're going to do. And I'm going to try. In the course of this show, this is what I really want to preach today, that we don't need to repeat. We don't need to go and crack our brain. So when somebody tells you that, oh, we have a problem in Nigeria and the problem is insecurity, and you say, have any other people suffered insecurity before? How did they do it? Oh, we need cars and we need means of transportation in my village. Okay, I look at my village, the terrain. Oh, we get river, we get so many things. The question is, how do people that look like us, that have the kind of area we have, how do they manage to exploit what they have and make a great transport system? We're going to look at it. That way, we'll not go to China. We'll probably go to Dubai, who have water. So you begin to study. You begin to take that map, take it home, and make the best out of it. Mary, are you back? Because We're going to try and take a look at some of the papers because that's where we are. And for the 5 minutes, I said I must have been talking. This old man can talk. So let's take a look at some of the papers. And I wanted us to really look at Punch before we don't. I'm tired of Punch, but we want to look at Punch today because the just concluded local government election in Nigeria. It's like there's a.
Okay, yeah, the Punch story. I don't even know why my guest is not yet here. Trying to reach out to know why.
All right. What I want us to do is take a look at some of the papers. The question I really wanted to ask, our guest is not here. I wanted to ask him a very difficult question. There are the laws, it's like the laws they just passed. That the local government, it's like there's a clause in it that the money should come to them. Did they say that they must be democratically elected? Because every of the states, they're not doing local government elections. So it's like there's emphasis. Local government is now a priority.
The way they are fighting for the seat of the local government, that is how they will fight for governorships right now.
Which is good.
This autonomy they gave to them is another thing. Before it was neglected, but now it's not the order of the day. It's not like we used to see it before. I don't know, but we know Nigerians. Even at that, our governors, we still want to take charge of who they want to be their local government.
No, they've done that, but after it's Mary, don't worry, it's for some time. You know, in those days, today, most governors know their rights. President Tinubu cannot tell them what is what because they now know their rights. So a time will come, you go there think person as you newly bring up, you they do as you want. It be like somebody might bring wife come London. The first time when he come, Mary, everything when I tell you, you go do. You go say, yes, that decrease, yes, that decrease. When they don't show you around, anytime I talk, you say, hey, you say amen. Now, amen, you will speak for me. When your wife don't say amen, amen. You don't say you don't enter trouble. For London, no. So, yes, so don't worry. Now, they be like new wives when we bring on Europe. So that they listen to everything. They go listen. After some time, if the money don't reach their hand, they go ask governor, where they born am? They go ask governor. Not be you when I know that day. They go begin open shoulder. They go open mouth. When money did their hand, I swear, the only solution is to put money in their pocket. And that is what this new law is saying. But actually, Mary, if only they know that they can make their own money, oh God. If only the local government can start making their own money. You see, the fight for that office is for them different. The governor may decide, when the man don't get his money, go tell governor, don't come to my local government. Without my permission, don't come to my local government. I know you're the governor of the state. It be like President Tinubu now, they go Delta State. You need to tell President, Obodiwori say I'm coming. Obodiwori is on ground, in Delta. So that's how it works. So let's take a look at the papers, my daughter. Let's go.
Okay, the Punch, the big story on the Punch. Local government autonomy. 13 states rush to hold council.
Now hold it there. All right. What we were just saying. Wow. 13 states. There must be a law that says there's something there. Or is it the money that is coming? The money is going to come. It's not going to come to, now they now have to pick, because the governors now know that, hey, if I put my own person there, the money is going there, so it will come back to me in a way. Maybe. There's something behind all this. How come they are rushing to the post now? I bet explain to me, because I don't go to school reach this on our governors. Explain to me.
They know what they will get now. You know, one thing is in Nigeria is having how they will make the money. And increase these people before. It's just like when you are sending somebody to the market. Before the governors will give them money. Do this for me, right? And maybe they just get little from it. But right now, this money is now given to them. Do you understand what it means? I am now the sole owner of this particular funds. Even though I'm going to account for it, I know what to do, how to crack my brain and account for it.
Governor don't account for you. Governor don't account for you. No, don't worry.
That's why most of them, when they are called to accounting, you see that the person somersault and die, or the person collapse and die. They're just dying anyhow. And I know that they did not die anything. They did not die. Just how the story, how they are circulating the negative story. Die what? And they're asking you questions in the court, and you just slump and die. Is that how they die? No. So the thing is, now they're not looking at how to care for the people. At this point, that is where selfishness comes in. They are what they will get from this money. They will show you little projects. You believe. But the money they squander from that little problem, they tell you, you will not believe. So the problem is not even giving the local government autonomy. The problem is it not still the governors that will detect who will be in that place?
No, they cannot. Mary.
Ordinary person come and say, I want to be local government chairman. And it is rigging. Nigeria will not stop rigging. You and I know that.
Very well, I tell you the truth. Like how they talk now. Money talks and bullshit works. I tell you, today, anything I tell you to do, if you, my wife, you in Nigeria, anything I say, Daddy Chris, hey, Daddy Chris, I love you. And because of the same money come. You understand? Wait, when you don't get your own money, so kind of thing I go say, what did they worry that old man? You understand? And it's like I said, when you can't give me authority, maybe I can't bring you, come London, you can't they work, they make your money, they earn your own pants. Anytime I talk to you, they say, this man well at all. You understand? So that's exactly what's going to happen now. By the time the local government chairman has been empowered, they will have their own voice. Trust me. When you get money, you get voice. The only reason the government was able to silence them was because of money.
Let's wait for what is happening between Wike and Fubara will be happening in different states now.
Which is what we want. Mary, we want that. Because what is happening between Fubara and Wike help us to develop rivers. Fubara is working like mad. He's accounting for the money. He's trying to make changes because he knows that Wike they back. Election they come very soon. He wants to win the heart of the people. This is what we want. You see, when in those days when I say two elephants fight, the grass and trees they suffer. No, when two elephants they fight, in fact, the grass, small ants go, they one corner, they laugh. Say, hey, may they fight, may they kill themselves. So be that they kill us since. The fight between Wike and Fubara is in the interest of the people of Rivers State. By the time the chairman and the governor get issues, then the local people will enjoy. Because you go see the local man go run to the people say, no mind this governor, the money when he say make I take give una food, now the governor say make we share, so I no green, I make we fight. Governor go say, no, that your chairman, see what they do. Everybody will become their best friend. Maybe when they are best friend, it's not good for us. And that is what we've been going through in the country. So only this one alone, money in the hands of our local government will change the narrative. That's a good thing. So look at the number of states they name. Bauchi, for that August. Kogi. Now, okay. Wow. All right, let's go, maybe.
Okay, Bauchi fixing government for August 19th. Kogi election holds October 19th. Why are they picking 19 that date? Jigawa, Imo, Anambra, Abia, Katsina, Kebbi, Benue set for exercise. Wow.
What have they been doing? What have these criminals been doing, governors? I beg, God will bless you now. Because they've been sitting on that money.
There's something from the minimum wage desk. Let's see. Minimum wage labor threatens 30-day strike. Alleges plan to decentralize talks. Please, if they can take any decision, they should do it as fast as possible.
Labor now. Labor, they make us not confused. Labor don't make us confused. You call strike, you call her off. You call strike, you call her off. You call strike, you call her off. It be like me and one lady when I know. Today we fight, tomorrow we not fight. Today we fight, tomorrow we not fight. Which kind of life be that one? If I want fight, more than fight. If I don't want fight again, more than not fight again. You understand? Labor, we are tired of you now. This one are romance with government. Because now people will get emotional issues, now then they do all this one. The question, Mary, if you do things without emotion, you don't go back and front. I made a speech one day in a meeting and everybody think I was rude. I said if I am in a meeting for 25 minutes and people are still arguing, there's no truth, I go. Because somebody is lying, especially between couples. If you not tell me the truth, then I will know where the problem is and I portion the proper blame and we will move forward. It's people that have emotions attached to things that do what Labour and government is doing now. Tell me one good reason why Labour will continue to do what they're doing. The government refused to pay the normal wages. Go on strike indefinitely.
The thing is, one thing I understand in the whole story, I feel like maybe to some extent the governors were trying, or the president or the government in total, they're trying to kind of maybe calm them, convince them, make them feel like they are going to respond to their plea, but it's looking like they're taking them for granted.
Now, this is the same government Labour have been negotiating with.
Once they click on this strike, give them 2 days. They want to call it off. The president will be like, okay, they should call it off. Let them talk. You understand? Yeah. I don't think in any way they're planning to even pay this minimum wage. Looks like it's going to be that difficult to pay that money.
Well, let's hope that Labour will come back with this strike and they will do well. Or maybe sometimes, maybe one thing, more than no vessel. No, I support Labour a lot. But I think Labour have a little bit of an issue. I hope we have a guess at this point, you understand? We have a little bit of an issue in the country. Labour, do they ask themselves too how the country can move forward? Do they suggest solution to this government? Because it's one thing to say, I want you to pay me this amount of money. If I were to be Tinubu, I'll be saying, okay, maybe I throw this thing back to you guys in Abuja one time. If you say, you want me to pay so amount in salary, that's fine. You people should do this and this to make the money. It's only fair.
I hope I get from it. I think our guest works with the National Assembly here in Abuja. He works with the National Assembly. So I believe you'll be in better position to answer this question. I don't know why he's coming late though, but we hope he joins us soon. Let's even hear from their own points of view.
Yes.
They are working now. So with the minimum wage talks and all of that. If you say Labour are they suggesting, Labour never wanted to come for minimum wage, never wanted to make any increment. We're on our own. We just did and they started increasing everything. You can imagine it's as painful that just that small money they added on fuel price, and the next thing our drivers started adding money for transport. So all this money that they added for transport, will it not be more than even the money they used to buy for? No, this is not funny at all. They're just taking advantage of everything. This government, they know that if they take this decision, it's going to tell all the masses at the end of the day.
Maybe the truth is, everybody, it's in the interest of you and me, for the drivers to earn more, for the laborers to earn more, for everybody to earn more. Let's see whether we can bring our comrade onto the show quickly. Hello, sir. Can you unmute your phone, sir? Comrade Precious, can you unmute your phone?
Okay, check your. Oh,
yeah, nice. Yes, we can hear you now. Good.
Yeah. So, sorry. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm so sorry. I was rushing down to the office. Unfortunately for me, our secretary had not come. I'm sorry for joining very late. So sorry, please. Mary and the rest.
Yes,
thank you.
We'll spend the remaining 30 minutes together, hopefully. So we know you are difficult to get, Comrade Precious. So we're going to go straight. But it's
yes,
your phone is echoing. But I'm going to manage it. So
when can you put your phone on landscape? Try and see if you can put it on landscape. We'll add you back. Like this. Look at me. Put it on landscape like this.
Okay.
Rotate.
Do you think
rotate like this?
All right. Let's allow Mary to do some little work with that, and hopefully we will bring them quickly back. We're just talking about the speed at which. All right. Let Mary, I think we can go the sound we manage it.
I wanted to flatten the phone, let it be flat or landscape. That can fit in the screen. I don't know.
All right, so let you guys do that and come back to me. And this morning, two things we picked from the Punch already. We're coming back to it. Let's see. So the Punch is saying they counted the number of local government that are now rushing to do the road to the poll. They want to elect their new chairman. Well, money don't they come. Anywhere money they come, that's where they be. So let's hope that we're going to ask Comrade on this one as well to tell us what he can do, or why the governors are doing the needful. Anyway, it's a welcome development. It's a welcome development, big welcome development. So we are supporting it big time. So another thing I would say is, which is really important, is the issue of this labor. Labor, I don't know why government is having difficulties in solving this problem. It's because of the attitude. The attitude. And I said to Tinubu, have you seen Can you copy from the rest of the world how governors or how government deal with issues of strike? Local government autonomy, has it work? In fact, states have autonomy in the United States. That's why they call the United States of America. Let me bring Mary back. In America, they call them the United States of America. The reason being, Mr. President, is every state run their own. They have their own economy. That's why the laws are even different. They have their own police. New York police is different from LA police. So it's like that. And they have different laws in some cases. So that works. Give that independence to them. Let them go and dictate their destiny. In fact, it will create healthy competition. If it's happening better in Texas and it's not happening well in New York, then people in New York will begin to say, you know what they have for Texas, let's behave like them. So the imitation I'm talking about will begin to work. It's not jealousy, it will be imitation. We'll begin to imitate one another for progress. Now, I heard the other day that the governor of Abia State did something great. It was a good thing. They're going to have electricity in Abia. All other states will begin to sit up. So
they already have. They already have. And so far, so good. Even the little people I know that reside there have actually attested to it, that the governor is really trying. He's really trying.
Well, I don't know about trying, but the good thing is they have electricity. That's the most important thing.
Every other state. Before you cannot go to Aba, not what I'm saying. No, don't talk of even you that stayed in outside Nigeria. You cannot travel inside Aba Road. Aba,
those guys are bad.
For one part. Then when you Port Harcourt Aba Road, oh my God, pregnant woman cannot pass that road in peace. Like, then I'm not asking myself, is it that the governors, they don't come out from their house? Even if they are going to maybe airport to travel, don't they pass this road? How can they cope? I say you'll be running for a particular route for 1 hour and it's bad. That kind of road will spoil cars as fast as possible. It's not good. And I've been able to ask. There was a time I had one guest on the show, Bishop. He also resided in Aba. He said that even the road is now good, it's now okay, that the governor has really tried to fix those things, that it was that bad. But even the lights you heard about, it's not in all the parts of Abia State, but there's a part that there's constant lights. You understand? Because now they now have their own means of getting lights, constant light in Abia State. I think they now have their own transformer. They are not working with your neighbor.
Okay. Let's see what I have comrade back.
So he said governors can have a way of supplying light as well.
Comrade, this is good, but can you sit back a little, comrade? Comrade, can you sit back a little?
Okay, so he said it's not enough.
It's fine, comrade. Just pull back a little. Just sit back a little.
It's fine. Just pull back so your head will not cut off.
My volume.
All right. Anyway, we hope that comrade will be able to join this conversation soon. Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, it's better now.
Yes, but can you hear us, comrade? Certainly, he's not hearing us. And we can hear him now.
Are you sure the earpiece is using is not disturbing? It's not a hindrance.
Anyway, don't go away, people. I'm going to go on a quick break, because when we come back from this short break, we'll be looking at why the local government is this, and maybe try and solve one important issue. Now, I preach my gospel. Now it's time to deal with state issues. How local governors rush to the poll, and number two, the issue of this labor. You see, it's not one-sided though. My question to labor, which I'm going to ask this comrade, is why is the government not demanding something back in return from this money? You said we should pay you 1 million. Fine. We can pay you 1 million if and only if you do this. That way we are talking to each other. Why is it one-sided? That is where we're going to go. Because there's something I asked the lecturers that came on my show. When I asked them that, would it be fair if the government say, okay, this is the school fees, this is the money, manage it, make money for us. So that's what we're going to do. Don't go away. Don't touch that thing. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Hooray! All is set for the second edition of the Nigerian Week London 2024. Another blend of art and culture, entertainment, business and networking activities, showcasing the best of the Nigerian music, dance, crafts, fashion and businesses. Taking place at the Gillette Square / Voltage Jazz Club, Daston, London. Postcode N168AZ. Date 28 July 2024. Tickets are available on eventbrite.com. For partnership and sponsorship, please visit superiorradioandtelevision.com. Email info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or call +4407459513619 or +4420363287555. Come and experience the nation's culture that resides in the heart and in the soul of its people.
Welcome back, my people. Right here with me now is Mary Abuja, and we have Comrade Precious E.G. I want to, because it's already fast gone, I'm going to engage Comrade quickly. Comrade, can you hear us now?
He has to unmute his mic, Daddy, please.
Yes.
Check your volume. Check your mic. It's muted. Try and unmute it.
Yeah, because he can't hear us. He's not hearing us. That's the problem.
Okay.
What a disaster.
Let me just see if I can communicate with him.
Maybe you should call him and then come back to us, all right? All right, people, what we want to see is, my question to Labour or to the government is, you're asking the government to pay 1 million. I don't like this stupid money you're asking for. The minimum wage in Nigeria should be 1 million naira today. That is what is reasonable. That's what we can live with. Looking at the currency and where the naira is. That being said, the government is going to ask, how are they going to make this money? Now, everybody should now go out and make the money. If you employ somebody in the ministry, let the ministry make money. Every arms of government must now be productive. The local government you are trying to get in, let me add the Comrade. Comrade, can you hear us now?
No.
I thought you were talking to him. Then talk to him first before you join me, Mary. Or finish with him and then join me. Yeah. All right. So what I need to do is, or what I think the government should be doing is, Labour, you deserve 1 million. Okay. See, this is how I like to think. I'm going to sit down as a person and say, okay, why is it that I cannot pay this 1 million? What can we do so that I can pay this 1 million to my people? That's a reasonable thing to ask, Governor. Mr. President, that is the thing you should be asking. That's what you should, the panel you'll be setting up, this whole stupid meeting you'll be having should be about that. They want this amount of money to be paid. Because what they're asking for is not going to break, it's not even reasonable, it's too small. But let's say we start from there. Okay, we want to pay them 1 million right now. What can we do so the Nigerian laborers can get 1 million naira per month? That is the question of the day. And that is the thing we should be talking about right now, right here. Nothing else. This is what we should be talking about right now. And we're going to talk about it. The governors, the president, and whoever we are should only do one thing, and one thing only. How can we, as a body, as employers, pay 1 million naira a month? And I'm going to go back to the topic of today. And I'm going to show you this beautiful image again. You understand? What did I say? Imitate. Mr. Tinubu, imitate. How is it that countries around the world could pay this money and we cannot pay it? That is the question of the day. That is what we should be asking ourselves. I don't know why we're having all these issues. We seem not to be very lucky, but Comrade is somebody that would have answered this question. But if you're at home, the question I asked today, or my really interest, is not how much they are asking for. Somebody come to you, your employer comes to you and say, my salary should be this. They are dictating it. Okay. And I said, thank you very much. This is the money. We don't have enough money. But this is what we are going to do now, so that this what everybody will be smiling. The money is not my own, it's our money. I am here managing it. That's the job of the president. The money is not, the Nigerian money is not your own, Mr. President. It belongs to every one of us. So you're there to manage it. And you're saying to us, the money is not there to pay us. Then you're going to say, okay, this is what I think we can do so that we can move from one place to the other. If you tell me it's not possible, the language I'm going to use again is, Mr. President, please try and imitate. I'm going to bring them very quickly back. Let's hope I have them quickly right back here.
I don't know, he's on the stream, but if you add him, he's showing dark. Maybe his network. He's on the stream, but if you add him to the show, it's showing dark.
All right.
Dark. I don't know.
It's raining there. Okay. All right. We may have him tomorrow. All right. Time is fast spent on this show. We're already 1 hour, 11 minutes on it. So we'll just try and get there because we should be closing anyway. So if we have him back, that's fine. But Mary, I'm going to ask you this question. So you are the one that will answer, deal with my mess now. This is the scenario. Labor is demanding a particular amount of money. Let's say 1 million naira. The question I ask the government is, the services, is it worth 1 million naira? Mary, you can't just go to somebody and say, you must pay me so amount of money. So my question is, does your services worth 1 million naira?
Now, the question I'm going to ask the priest is, why is that they are not asking the labor question?
Yes. Because, and that is the big question. I know nobody will ask this. Oh, the government is not paying us enough. The salary is not enough. The question I ask you, labor, is, does your services worth 1 million naira? If yes, then see, I'm not even angry. Governor, Mr. President, I'm asking you, does their services worth 1 million naira? The answer is yes. Then where is the money? If not, then imitate. See, Mary, what I'm saying, how do we do it so that we can get that money? The formula is around the world. If American government can pay people some $3,000 dollars, in the UK, there's some job you do. If you work very hard, you earn 5,000 at the end of the month. It's the same world we are living in. We are in the same world. These people are not God. They are human beings like you. How are they able to get there? What is wrong with us? We need to change that. Maybe that's the question of the day. It's not how much labor want to be paid. It's why the more question is their services worth it? If not worth it, then don't employ him. Put them down. If they are worth it, then keep retaining them, but make sure they are productive. Maybe this is what I come on the show one day and say, I reason and I cannot tell. When you stop, if you see our local council now, when they close, you will see the number of people coming out from there. They've gone there and they're going to, maybe from the time you clock in, that 9 p.m. to 5, you are there working. You understand? Because you have a specific duty you must do. And that is why they are making the money. Some of Nigerian workers, most of you in the local governments, now they carry melon. They go there, they go break melon. At the end of the month, it's governor not pay you. Oh, they never pay us, so they never do this, so but you didn't work. Oh. Some of you are ghost workers. You are in the UK. They collect Nigerian salary. No, Nigerian government never pay me. Oh, this and this. Labor.
Government, they are truly working. Why can't they fish out the ghost workers? How many jobs do you think government have for these people?
No, I'm not supporting. There are
no jobs for them as well. There are no jobs. It's only Nigeria you see government workers that go to work 10 a.m., 11 a.m. and 2 o'clock they're leaving the office. They don't work.
Maybe there's no job for them. Why did you employ them? Why did the government employ them?
That is what I'm saying. You just want to keep them in the office. This one will bring his own.
The government is stupid. Because why will I employ somebody at Srtv that is not productive? I'll fire your ass.
And if you don't understand this job,
huh?
They buy government job. They pay for it. If you know somebody in the government office, you pay him. He fix you there in a better position.
Oh, I see.
They buy the job. Labor
Now,
corruption is another level.
If Mary, my message now is Mary, my message is this: labor. If you have people that are paid to get themselves fixed there, they don't have any moral standing to tell us that we should pay them, that they want bigger money. They are those ruining the system, and they should suffer for it. Where I'm talking today is if the laborers are not productive, fire the ones that are not productive. Pay those who are working decent amount of money.
Is it not when you are working that's when you will know people that are not productive? It is when you are working that you know people that are not productive. Some of their leaders there, yes, some of their managers in their offices don't even come to the office. Yes, I have one lady I know that works in government office. She can work like 3 times in a week. She'll tell you that it's only when her guy is coming, her boss is coming, that she will go to the office. That one we say like maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks before visiting the office once. So what I say, it is when you are working as a boss, that is when you can dictate when the other person is not working. When you don't come to the office, how will you know people that are not in the office? How will you know?
So does this labor people have the moral standing then? Who has a standing here to talk to us as a people? I won't follow labor blindly. If labor people, if you have your dirty linen, wash them. Because we'll wash them for you. If the labor organization don't ask this difficult question I'm asking now, there's no way. You see, Mary, if you not like, I tell Srtv, Mona cut my throat. If I don't make money from another source, he can go get the point, he go reach, I not go feel pay on again. There's no 2 ways. There will be a point where I will not be able, because you get where they punch the money from, they pay. The time will come, I will not be able to pay. You will be jobless. And the same story, you know, I said this. How many media organizations don't pay salaries in Nigeria? Because they're not making money. If you like, kill them. They cannot pay. What I'm saying is, the labor people making 111, we want to be paid. Are you people working? You're not working for Tinubu, you are working for us. We own the nation. Me and you own this nation. Anything you do affects me. If you don't go to work and do the job, it affects me. It's my economy you're talking about. If we don't do the right thing, it doesn't affect Tinubu. Even Tinubu can steal his own. It affects me and you. Today, you are not being paid. We're not well paid. You look like a hunger. If you think you are escaping or you are smiling, your children are on the road, crossing the Mediterranean Sea, coming to Europe. Many will die there. Go to Libya and see our children. Children who should be productive. They're on the run. On the run. And you mock your mouth and say, oh, government is doing this. You know what I asked the lecturer came here? Can you people take some responsibility too? What is wrong with this person, man? Can you take some responsibility and do the needful? Can you people take some responsibility, labor? Can your organization move beyond demanding and actually contributing? These are questions on the round table. I wish I really I'm going to get labor back. I need them back. I want to know if they ask, because if I'm the president, this money you're asking for, I'm not going to argue. We're going to pay you 1 million. But these are the conditions, sir. For you to get this 1 million, these are the conditions. You're not going to go to school and sleep with all our guests and give them mark and then ask for a handout. And tomorrow, you don't even come to class. You're going to tell me to pay you 1 million. Where am I going to get the 1 million to pay you? Let's see whether we can get comrade. Because I have a strong argument today. Comrade, can you hear us? Can you hear us, comrade? Maybe you start this show on time, and then next time you have a guest, let the person do this whole techniques thing before we get to the show in the first place. Anyway, it's unfortunate we can't get comrade, but the question today is very, very loud, and I'm talking from my heart, and it's painful. And I will say to Tinubu, the reason I come on this show today is to tell Tinubu, imitate. Imitate meaning this whole thing that is happening in Nigeria is not happening to us alone. It has happened elsewhere. How did they do it? How did they manage to deal with it? That's the question Tinubu should be asking. Now I'm suggesting as a layman, somebody I employ you to come and work for me, and I cannot pay you your decent salary. You say you are fighting me. Is it not my duty to make you to work harder? Mary is saying now, I agree with Mary, that because some of the bosses doesn't work, that's why the people are not working. Who are we going to blame? Mary, if we smile about it, our country is going down. because of the attitude of one boss who makes the sister not to go to work or the brother not to go to work. Today, the country is where we are.
I wish the government for once actually came out to complain that you people are not working. How are we going to pay you for this money? But you're not even hearing the government complaining this.
That's true, baby.
Yeah, I agree.
That's
what I'm trying to let you understand. The only telling you that they don't have this money. They don't start complaining that people are not working.
Mary, I agree with you. I'm supporting. I support what you say, because if the government cannot come out and say these workers are not doing this, they're not doing this, that's why I'm not being able to pay them, then they should pay. You see what I'm saying? Then the government, meaning the government is stealing the money. Mary, you know why I'm saying this? And Mary, take this from me today, and it's painful. The money we are all dragging for today that wanted to be paid is oil money. Money none of you work for. The government did not work. The government did not work for it. The labor did not work for it. Let me repeat that. Okay. And what a generation of waste. We are doing this for our children. I'm on a vessel. I will say it. The money you people are fighting for, the one labor is fighting for, the one the government is keeping, it's not your money. It's money that came from oil. None of your bloody asses know where that money is made. I stand to be corrected. Many people work for Dangote. Are they not paid?
Sure, they are.
I want to get this comrade back. I need a guest on this. I need somebody to answer this difficult question. Comrade, can you hear us? We are angry. Well, we're not going to bring comrade back again. We'll see him tomorrow. Please, let's prepare. Let him prepare with us. We'll start with him tomorrow. And anytime you want to come on the show, it should be well prepared, and so that people don't get disappointed. Okay.
Because actually, I mean,
maybe it's the rain. It's the rain. And the rain, nobody. Because I was almost having a go at you this morning to tell me that it was raining bad heavily. All right. So we're not going to blame anybody. The show is what it is, and I don't think we've done badly. But the question I really want to ask, and it's a difficult one, it's an annoying one, and I'll repeat it again, Mr. President. The money you are spending, where is it coming from? These Nigerians, I'm asking a question, and I really want all of you to write this down. The money we are all fighting for now, yesterday we're talking about how government could make money. I come with two strategies. One, effective taxation. We only look at the issue of only one area, which is inheritance tax, how much government can be making. How much the Nigerian government can be making from inheritance tax alone. We don't do anything like that. So the thief will thief, and we pass it on to his children, and pass it on to children without government. Who is government? We. When they say you must pay tax, meaning that we need to get a piece of it so that we all can progress. So when the government say you must pay some amount of money, you're not paying it to Tinubu, you're paying it to the society. And I really want us to understand what is taxation. Tax does not go to Tinubu. We know they mismanage it, but they are not the one that owns the money. The money comes back to me and you. So when you pay tax, it's like you're contributing to our collective progress. That is tax. And we talk about the issue, how much Nigerian government can make from inheritance tax. Let me see if I can add Mary quickly. All right, Mary, let's talk one-on-one on the closer level before we end the show. All right, now you are very close, so people can see you well. Your beauty is showing. All right, so what I'm saying, Mary, is when you pay tax, like I tried to explain on that show, you're not paying to Tinubu, you're not paying to governor. They are paying to me and you. Because the government is me and you. Tinubu will leave. No, Buhari is in his village now. Is the office of the government of the president not still there? Tinubu will save and go. The office of the president will remain. The president, when I say I pay to the tax, I did not pay to Tinubu. In fact, let me tell you this way. If Tinubu build a house with our money today, or he construct a road, he's not carrying the road away. The road Buhari constructed, Buhari is gone. The road is our own. So when I pay tax to government, I did not pay to the president. I pay to the society, and it's important. To pay tax is a very important way government can raise money. Then yesterday I talked about the investment. I talked about collective investment, not singularly doing things, and I bring in the Bible. And with that one, so that is a way of making money. For somebody to tell me we are not making money, That's why I cannot pay, because the government is sleeping. Number one. Then number two, because the people are not working. Mona kill me. How many people in Nigeria, these workers that are making money, how many of them, what have they contributed to the country? How many of them they work? Until we deal with these facts, that we need to work sincerely and diligently and contribute to the nation, there's no way government is going to be able to pay you. No way. You can keep going to strike 100 years. All those lecturers, I could not insult them enough, you understand? But I asked them, can you take some responsibilities? You lecturers, now ASU will soon go on strike. All ASU is going to say is, government didn't pay us. We agreed this with government. Like some shit, like children, when they misbehave, like picking when they wait for Papa to give them food. We have to move out of that mentality and know that the society belongs to me and you. It's not Mr. President, sir. In fact, ASU should be ashamed. The same people, the same ASU you fight, good luck. ASU you fight, how many people you never fight? ASU have fought with good luck. ASU fought with, not only good luck, when during good luck, ASU was on strike. During Buhari, they were on strike. They are going to go on strike with this thing. I know the shapes, not be picking.
I don't know if they even threatening with that they are strike of the day. They are just delaying and wasting the time of the students. Because anytime they go on this strike, sometimes they stay 6 months, 8 months. Like, for what? Exactly? And
they'll still come back. Like what Princess said one day, he said, go and don't come back. No, the truth is, they have the legitimate right to strike, Mary. But
people don't take them serious again, though.
By the time we don't sincerely, Mary, by the time we don't diagnose the process and say why this is happening to us, this story will remain our destiny. It is not good for our children. The funniest thing is, anything we do today, somebody is going to suffer it, our children. It was the sin of our forefathers that we are suffering now. Some people stole the money that would have, you see, during that first republic, they stole the whole money that Nigeria was making. You know how much Nigeria has made from oil? How much this country has generated from oil? And today we are broke. Because some people, some set of fools, they lose the money. Now, I'm saying that time, if they say, oh, now that we have this money, America, we're going to give you oil. I will supply you oil for the next 5 years. This is what I want you to construct for us. For the city companies today. Then for the construct steel today. All these things would have still been there, Mary. But some low-life leaders, or they call them people in power, they stole the money. What are they going to do with it? So they don't die now, Mary. The good thing is they can't go with it. But there's someone that will suffer it. The children. That's what we're suffering. Anything we do now will affect our children. The question is labor. I know you hate what I'm saying. If you don't ask the difficult question, whether you yourself, you are productive. Oh, government, yes. But are you productive on your own part? Government, are you making money? Because the simple thing is, if money there, government will pay you. Government is not making effort to make money. You are not even going to the work. You they blame saying, Oga no day. That's why you didn't go to work. Where is the money they're going to use to pay you? As Oga no day, you're not going to do your work. So at the end, government will pay. Where is the money coming from? Nigeria. I know so now the verse. Labor of the verse. Even marry the verse. If now you marry, you go pay. You employ people who are not productive. You go pay the people. When you want steal money. Sorry, my daughter. You understand what I'm saying?
Please, you know that the whole strike. Let's also see it from this angle. The whole minimum wage talks came up because things are hard right now in the country. It was them. It was still the government that caused it. At first, they hiked the price of fuel. The next, the people cannot buy food.
Maybe at the end of the day, wait, the fuel, maybe the fuel, we work for them. That fuel, when would they use before? Now our money.
It was because to survive in Nigeria is not difficult. And that was what.
Yes, I understand, Mary. I understand. But maybe how do we get here? Mary, would they look at the problem?
You can't keep making the country difficult for people and expect them not to ask for money. You can't keep making it difficult for them. How can they survive then?
Mary, this is the point. What people need to do is to work. Mary, if I say you get children for house, food not there, there's a way you give them food. So they are beating you. Instead of all of them to go farm. All of us need to go farm, make we get food. You dey cry to papa and mama when not see food give you. What if you go do? Not you go follow papa go farm, make food there. Nobody's blaming you. You have right to strike. But how will the money come? Nobody is asking that question in Nigeria. Where is the money coming from? Now that oil money now all of that they will rely on. That's why we're here. The problem we see is Tinubu became president, Ministry of Petroleum. Everybody, petroleum, oil. That's why we're here where we are. If Labour go to work, you go to work, I go to work, there will be food. You will be well paid.
And the wife of the president encouraging Nigerians to start farming even in their houses, in their compound. Then I'm laughing. It's funny. People have that kind of piece of land to farm in their house.
Mary, this is why I talk about. Mary, you see the topic of today, imitation. Make I bring them again. President say make we go. Ask president say now so they do it for other country. Ask the wife say when I say do it because we go imitate her. Tell her say now so another example they show her children for house.
How many food with that small piece of land? For people that have land though. What about those that don't have?
Maybe they share rice now. I hear say president they share rice yesterday. How many bags they share across the nation?
We only hear it. At least let's know somebody that knows somebody that knows.
Maybe they're even important. The rice they're important. They're not buying from our local farmers. So they don't put money into production of rice.
There are no somebody that collect that rice. You will never know anybody that collect that rice.
Nigerians, they make me vex. How can you be hungry and you say that they go buy food? Now to go borrow food.
Media show off now. The media show off. Who did you know that know somebody that know anybody that's ever attest that they collected that rice? You only sit on the media.
Even sharing of rice now option. Mary, you at una day house, you there with your papa, food not day house. He said make I go borrow come. That's what the government has done. Instead of all of us to go farm, government say your person may go borrow rice, come make we eat. How many times you go borrow come? If you borrow today, go borrow tomorrow. We all of us need to go to farm. Nigerian government, it is God's wish for us to till our land. God has dropped in everything for us. Fighting government is not going to work. Government that you cannot pay, you are ashamed. Tinubu not get single idea of what to run the country with. Not of you in government, and they make me fear.
And they said he lived, I think, in the UK for a very long time. So somebody that they said actually lived in that kind of place for a very long time. So he understands the system, right? He understands their system.
Yes, I do.
At least adopt it. Why are you still acting like those other ones that didn't have the access to travel all their lives? Why are you acting like somebody that stayed in Nigeria all his life?
Mary, you see the word he said now? That brings us to the topic of today. They've been here, they've seen it. Mary, they don't feel imitate good things. That's what you are saying. We need to. You see, Mary, when people are hungry, in those days, when I stay with our parents, if this year good, not good, say people come, food not come there, water come take all the yam. Next year, the way everybody go first, go farm. We won't rush to the farm so that we plant in a better place so that we'll get more food. That's what we do in those days. We don't sit at home and cry or fight one another. Everybody needs to go to farm. Labor, government need to go to farm. Government must make money. Government must make money. And labor must work hard. And this is a simple thing. If we not do it, make we fight, this story will continue and our children and I go suffer. Not you that is even the bagger. The children is the people that will suffer it. Maybe let us just take a look at one more papers. Maybe we'll just finish this paper. Then we'll take a dive today because a lot at stake.
Okay. I think we should look into the Vanguard. Okay, the Vanguard, the big story says federal government's policies.
Are we Vanguard or which one? Mary, which paper? Vanguard, eh?
Vanguard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go on.
Okay, federal government policies, crippling businesses. And the writer says, NECA lists its major problems areas. NLC threatens to shut Nigeria for 30 days over NAS moves to deregulate minimum wage. 6, NECA has a partnership to end slave wage. And all the stories on page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper. And here we also have a story that is Tinubu orders CDS to end oil theft on page 4. Sunday, go to leave Southwest, and that's on page 8. Okay, These are all the stories you have this morning, apart from those
your brother, they president. Wait, Igbo maths don't come back because your brother is president now. Eh? You know,
we've not been hearing from him all this while, no.
No. Your brother is president now. Why not go come out now? Igbo now let's Southwest they go come out. You know, man. You see, these are distractions. Even the headers are victims. They are stupid people. Yes, they are attacking people. But they are victims of the system. I don't see any human being when they say he wake up in the morning, say his job not to go kill people. No. Let us solve our problem. Let us diagnose our issues and solve it from there. I can blame the Igbo man for my problem. I can blame the Yoruba man for my problem. I can blame the Hausa man for my problem. I can blame the government for my problem. But the problem is until my society is settled, we'll start blaming one another. We should be going down and ask ourselves, how did China manage to leave poverty? Mr. President, how did they manage to pull out of poverty to where they are? Within a very short period of time. They are human beings. They are not rocket scientists. Even the rocket science, we don't get people when study science past them now. Or if we compete or imitate them, Mr. President. Imitate good things. I will not buy the story. Labor, how many were in the world did you see people go use strike to succeed? Oh, we go on strike. Anytime we go on strike, you'll be going on strike for how many years? We need to wait. We need to change this narrative. We need to look for the right approach so we can move our nation out of this. I'm going to end the show by saying this, Mary. And I said it before, Mary, and I want to repeat this. Who do you think you pay tax to, Mary? That's what I want to ask you. We'll use that to end the show. If you pay your tax, Mary, who are you paying? Sincerely, what do you think? As an ordinary Nigerian.
We think that we are paying it to the government. As sad as it is, at the end of the day, you feel like there is no result for the tax you're paying the money to. Apart from the other guests we had the other day that talked about inheritance tax, which we know that we've never heard of anything like that in the country, in Nigeria. So, as a normal person, as a citizen of this country, if you pay tax, you see that you're paying it to the government. In as much as it's painful, it's hurtful, because it looks like every month they come up with their own revenue, their own tax and everything. But where is this money going into?
Good question. That's how we're gonna end the show.
It's not.
That's what Mary has said it all. Where is the money going to? But the truth is, my people, if we pay tax, we don't pay it to Tinubu. We pay tax to the society. It's the money you paid that will be used to farm or used to construct road, that will use to secure you, that we used to build the aircraft, to buy aircraft, that we used to buy the food, the rice they're sharing. It's from our money. So the money you are paying, you're not paying to Tinubu, you're paying it to us. And if we need a government that can talk, that can convince us, that can tell us the reason why we should pay any particular money to them. Like the way the pastor can come out and preach in the altar and tell you they need to pay tithe. We need a government that can actually speak and defend every policy. Not Tinubu. Tinubu is too weak. Anyway. And Tinubu, no. Baba, not be to dance. This is about governance. And you need to have the skill. It's not about being careful alone. You need to be careful. You need to be caring. But you need to be skillful to run the affairs of Nigeria. So that is on one thing. And then I said to people today, we all need to make our hands dirty. Where we are now, everybody needs to get his hand dirty. The government must do everything humanly possible to be making money. They can study how the rest of government around the world are making money. Mr. Tinubu, the president around the world, they are not making money from oil. So you must not go and sit down, Minister of Petroleum, and wait for oil money. That's what you share, Mr. President. It's a shame. And the same thing is applicable today to our governors. They sit on their fat asses and wait for allocation to come from Abuja. That is why you are a good man. You use the money to construct road. Oh, this governor, they work. God will punish you. What have you contributed to the nation? And now we said they should give the money to the local government. The local government are now coming in. You see all of them. All the local government, they do like this. They dance. They don't win the election. Most of them, they select now. No problem. But this what happened. Do you even know what it means to be a local government chairman? Do you know what your responsibility? Because if not the allocation when go come from federal government, that make you become local government chairman, you go soon fail. If we do all these things I'm saying now, we think we are punishing that decrease. You're not punishing me. You're not punishing even yourself alone. You are punishing us. It's not Tinubu. Tinubu is just one asshole that's going to die soon and go. The same way that the Christ will die and go. But the country, it belongs to God. You can't destroy what God has created. So when you destroy Nigeria, you destroy the creation of God. So go to bed and think of that. That's why I stop. When you destroy the nation, you are destroying the creation of God. Because God created Nigeria and put us in there. All right? And put us in there. All right? God created Nigeria and put us in there. That's where I'm going to end the show today. I've been talking and talking. Mary, thank you very much for joining me. Mary, say one last word to the people. Because only that Chris, I've been oppressing you all day. What do you have to say to our audience today?
What I have to say to our audience is, in as much as we are hoping for the minimum wage increment, let's also work, because you can't reap where you do not sow. So it's good we work, and let's be positive. If you don't work, you can't expect government to make money from anywhere and pay you. So I'm talking to not just to the government workers, also to the private sector as well. Let's work and make sure that even if we are getting these salaries, you actually worked for it. That's what I have to say.
Thank you very much, my daughter. Mary, sum it all. If you want to get 1 million, work for it. Mr. President, the money you are spending, work for it. Local government chairman, the money you're going to think of that you're going to spend, work for it. Don't wait for allocation. Mr. Governor, it never reach make you get up, begin to make your own money. How long they go they feed you? How long can you sit down and say, oh, money never come from Abuja? Are you a baby? Come on, you get to stop. You need to think outside the box. That's why I end the show again. My name is Daddy Chris. Until tomorrow when I will be here again, you're going to see my face. You're going to deal with this face right now. And I'm annoying because I won't say what you want to hear. I attack you, but it's for the good of all of us. My belief is if we all pay our task, our tithe to God first and then to the society, we're making a better society because it will be good for us and for our children. The money you are paying, you're not paying Tinubu, you're paying it to us. If we understand that, then we'll make Nigeria great. And finally, one big word I said today, if you destroy Nigeria, you are destroying the creation of God. Those of you that go to mosque, you know what is what God has created and you are destroying it. That's what you do when you steal the money and you destroy the country. Whether you know or not, ignorance is not an excuse. So better ask yourself if you know what you are doing to yourself, to your children, and to the creation of God. That's why I end the show today. My name is Daddy Chris, and of course, I'll be here tomorrow, and we'll rock it again with another difficult topic. You know when I come, it's not going to be sweet. Sometimes I use the Bible. Sometimes I talk to you about simple things, because the most complex things in life are made up of the simplest things. My name is Daddy Chris again. Stay blessed, stay out of trouble. Follow us on all our social media handles. Until I see you tomorrow. God bless you all. Bye.
Looking for a home away from home in Abuja? Look no further than Srtv Shortlet Apartments. Our fully furnished apartments offers everything you need for a comfortable and relaxing stay. Unwind in spacious rooms with exquisite ambience. Cook delicious meals in our well-equipped kitchen and relax in our comfortable sitting rooms watching your favorite shows. And guess what? 247 Wi-Fi available. But that's not all. Srtv goes extra mile by providing a car to take you around town during your stay. No need to worry about navigating public transportation or hailing taxis. Explore Abuja at your own pace. Book your Srtv Shortlet apartment today and experience
Srtv. Innovative content.